Hi, I'm Henry Giardina of Into, and today I'm very excited to be interviewing one of Queerty's Pride 50 honorees this year, the amazing showrunner of Dear White People and co-showrunner of the upcoming Queer as Folk reboot, Jaclyn Moore. Very nice to meet you.
It's very nice to meet you too.
Since you are obviously a role model for a lot of people, I'm wondering who your role model is, either in the queer and trans community or just in general.
I mean, Laverne is and was a role model to me personally. I knew Laverne in New York years ago. She was always so supportive and has been so supportive of my transition. Candace Kane is a friend and like an icon who doesn't, I think, deserves so many more flowers than she gets for being a trailblazer, and has been such a wonderful friend and confidant. I mean, honestly, it is going to sound weird, but so often, like, I'm inspired by like the kids that are coming out when they're like 14, 15 now. Like, I just look at that and I'm like, that I hadn't, I mean, the language didn't exist, but I don't know that I had an ounce of the bravery that would be required for that either. And so to come out in the deep South as a trans girl at 15 is like, that's inspiring to me.
Why do you feel that right now it's more important than ever to say gay and as well say trans?
Personally, I think what always gets lost is that it's not just the policy and the legal fights, though those are awful and terrible and have real world and lasting damaging, consequences, but it's also the empowerment, the way in which that empowers the people who already hate us, to be violent. To It tells a section of the population, yes, those people, that person you see on the bus, that person you see at the mall, that person's a pervert, that person's disgusting, it's giving them a permission structure to feel their most hateful thoughts. I think the only thing we can do is to be defiant in the face of that, and to kind of make our humanity undebatable. Like, we just are human. We don't have to convince somebody we're human. We are.
What is something you think that like trans Americans need to hear right now?
I would say that every story about people changing the world, changing society, making things better is full of moments where they weren't succeeding and where it felt hopeless. And we get to choose whether that's the end of the story or whether that's a point in the story where things were hard. And I think we're at a point right now where things are hard. Things are always hard, that are worth doing. And I think this is something that's obviously wildly worth doing and wildly worth fighting for. And so I guess I would say that, like, if it feels hard right now, you're not crazy, like it is. And it's okay to take a break and feel sad. And it's okay to take a minute and let yourself be overwhelmed and get under the covers and just feel all your feelings, because there are a lot of us and we can take turns being on the front lines of this battle in the same way that the people who've come before us were. Lord knows I need moments away from activism and like, if all you do is this, you're not leaving much left in the tank. So I think we all need to, like, give ourselves that freedom and that grace, to take time to recharge, so that we can be our best and most helpful selves to making sure that the next generation has it better than we do.
Thank you so much. It was fantastic. It was lovely meeting you.
It's lovely meeting you too. Thank you so much.